The newly built Shanghai Film Museum has been open just a little more than a week, but it's already attracted more than 10,000 visitors. Among the 30,000 items on display, nearly 1% of them were donated by movie fans. Our reporter Xu Fangliang talked to some of those donors today and brings us their stories.
Inside this closet is a half-century of memories for 78-year-old Zheng Yongkang.
Wow.
These 120 negatives hold images of Shanghai movie stars from the 1970s, but are also evidence of Zheng's life as a movie fan. Zheng says that he has been taking professional photos of movie stars and movie making for more than 50 years.
我学徒那时候，我在10几岁的时候，正好那个淮海路。
I became an apprentice for a photo studio when I was a teenager. That's when I started to see many movie stars who came to our studio to take portraits for their career. When I was 22 years old, I joined the army and took charge of the communication work. Many movie crews came to our camp to shoot their stories. And that's when I started to learn how a movie is made.
也有那个明信照片，都有的。
Zheng says he went back to professional photography after his military service, and recently decided to donate some of his cherished photos when he heard about the planned Shanghai Film Museum.
我想我这个东西放的。
What I did was to record history. I want more people to appreciate these photos and the history behind them, not just myself sitting at home and looking at them.
Zheng also says he was thinking of donating his movie magazine collections as well, but says the museum told him it already had enough. Some of them came from this man, 55-year-old Xu Qingxiang. He was born deaf and mute. He showed us the table where he used to keep the 200 magazines he donated, and his sister told us his story.
I
can still remember that once some of his friends wanted to buy the magazines from him. He refused, but after he saw a piece of news in the newspaper about the opening of the film museum, he was so excited. He told me that he finally found the best home for his beloved collection.
And that collection now lives behind glass on the 4th floor of the Shanghai Film Museum, which is also digitizing some of Zheng's photographs. The museum says it has accepted nearly 3,000 items from various donors.
Some are from the relatives of the old movie stars. That's how we got all these items, which were actually used by the actors and actresses. Of course, many movie fans also gave us lots of magazines, photos, and even scripts.
Zheng says fans are still welcome to make donations. He says a museum committee will decide what will go on display. Xu Fangliang, Shanghai Live.